What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades here, and welcome back to the channel. Crash cancelled or not? CPI rally into Friday and Powell's press conference. You guys, all of these things are coming up. We had the correct bias all week last week, didn't we? So I want to say good job to everyone in the community. That was amazing. Okay, today, obviously, before we get rolling, you know what to do. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and hit the small bell notification so you never miss a live breakdown here with me. All right, so we're gonna jump straight into it. Let's see who's here. Oh my God, we have few new people here. Bashir and Big Rich, hello, good morning. You guys, make sure to restart the chat box. I want to jump straight into it. By the way, we have guests today. Well, not on the stream, but around me. My cousin is here, my Nana is here. So I'm like very excited. I've told them to be quiet and just listen to us. But yeah, they're here. All right, you guys. Cool. So we're gonna jump straight into it. Actually, let's go ahead and hi Nana. Let's go ahead and start with some news, because it's important to note that you know, stocks hit fresh record highs after the soft CPI that we had. Basically, on Friday we had the cooler than expected inflation report, 2.9 versus 3 versus 2 versus 3.1. Everything was fine in terms of the CPI, and then the Dow, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq all closed at records highs. This is what we really needed. Now, why is the inflation important? We said multiple times, inflation is very important to come lower, because that is going to give lower pressure on the Fed as well, right? It's going to be cheaper borrowing over time. Stocks are going to get a lift, especially the growth and tech sectors, right? But then it's not going to be over. It's not going to be over, because we are having the big rate decisions this week, and also big earnings as well, big tech earnings. So that's going to be the wild card, and we are expecting 25 basis points. We don't need to go and look at it again. We're pretty much ready for this cut at this point. It's considered as done, right? So the press conference is really what matters, because we need to be looking out for the tone. Is it going to be inclined to any risk? Is it going to be dovish, or is it going to be hawkish? This is what we need to be looking at, right? And the slate of the heavy mega cap tech earnings as well are going to land midweek, you guys. We have a lot of them, so we have to be watching very, very carefully, right? United Health, Apple, Microsoft, Visa, and many more that we need to be watching out very carefully, right? So the cut is going to help us, right? It's going to help into financing costs. But if Powell sounds worried just a little bit about inflation or growth in general, traders are going to price less cuts for the future, right? So that's important. And then volatility can bounce from that immediately, right? Okay, cool. Let's see what's happening in the chat box. You guys, let me know how did you do over the weekend? And we need 22 likes over here. Hold on. Let me just move my screens a little bit, because I haven't adjusted that. And then what else do we have here? Oh yeah, so here is Mr. Donald. Obviously, we had the geopolitics back on the tape as well. So basically, the US put 10% tariffs on Canada. So that's a hike. And it was very bad, because it was actually based after Ontario did an anti-tariff Reagan ad, and it aired during the World Series, and that pretty much pissed off Trump a lot. So he raised those tariffs again, and that's going to be obviously very bad for costs, and it's going to, you know, touch, you know, not very nicely on the supply chain. So then you're thinking automobile industries, you know, steel, aluminum, lumber, anything cross-border that's happening, manufacturers are going to be mostly exposed, right? So again, we need to be watching out for that, see if anything more is going to come out of it. But yeah, he's just he's gone with the tariffs and he's going to continue going with it, right? Okay, so the stock market fear and greed, we're hovering around 33 at the moment. That is still in the fear territory, even though we are at record highs in terms of the indexes. So that's pretty much a classic scenario of worry, right? There is some sort of worry because the fear is there, but the indexes are making new all-time highs, right? And if you come at crypto, you can see that it's getting a little bit better, and there is a quite good case on why that is happening right now. Okay. In terms of the press conference, so that's going to be on Wednesday. This is what we need to be looking out for. If we come on last week, the CPI over here, as you can see, 0.2 less than expected, 0.3 less than expected. We ticked up a little bit on the year over year, but that was obviously kind of expected, but still better than the immediate forecast. So all of these things are good for now. And of course, we rallied for Bitcoin. So let's talk what's going to happen. Again, you guys, make sure to like this video. And if you're not part of our Discord, make sure to come. You can find the link in the description box for that. And I'm going to show you all of the things, as well as our course, which we just finished a week ago. I released the course. So you guys, make sure to go ahead and check while you have the 40% off. Code is I forgot what the code is. Waitlist 40, that was the code. Yes, you guys, make sure to get it. Fountain of Youth just got it. Ken Rosher has it, you guys, and I'm sure you guys are finding a lot of value. People are leaving amazing reviews, so I'm super excited to start the live calls, which are going to start on the weekend of 1st of November. Okay, cool. So Bitcoin, right? What did we do last week? Last week, we were basically buying from our support, which was extremely important level, right? It was extremely important level to hold. The bears had a massive theory over here on why this could be very, very bad. And that is the Wyckoff distribution over here that happens exactly in sort of the same pattern that we're seeing in this range right now. So it usually like unfolds into like 5 stages. So that's like, you think of it between like A and E. We're not going to get into that. I actually made a video on that. But the thing is, right, we're failing the stage D right now. So 4th stage is failing, and 5th stage we are reversing. And that was the bear's case, really, right? But now the bull's case, which are us, what is our case? Well, we said that we want for Bitcoin to hold above 107K, right? Our threshold was between 106, 107, and that is where I accumulated on buys. And I was hoping for price to, at the very least, come to 116K for this week, for the previous week. So now that we achieved that, even though it happened over the weekend, happy days, it happened, right? Good morning, Trevor. So the thing is, what are we doing from now on? This is the question, right? True week open can go because now we are in a new week, but the month open is still here. So right now, the way I'm looking at price, it looks absolutely perfect, right? It looks great. It looks like it has very much leg to go up to 120. It has power to go up to 124 if it wants to. But the reality of the situation for Bitcoin is that right now we are at true month open and we might reject from it. Correct. And the thing is, right, since it's Monday, what I like to wait is usually for Monday to play out. This is what I do. I wait for Monday to play out, and then I develop my further bias for the week. So ideally, in this case scenario, I would like for today to drop below the true month open. That would be ideal for me in order to look for more continuation buys into the resistance, which are at around 120 and 124. So overall, this is my ideal case scenario. But if that doesn't happen, right? If that doesn't happen, and if bulls push price even today up to like 120K region, that to me is going to be a little bit more bearish for the week than bullish, if that makes sense. So that doesn't mean that all you have to do all week is, for example, sell. No, there is buys and there is sells always throughout the week, just like we had last week, just like we had the week before. but the idea is which trade is going to be most profitable, right? So when I say bias, that doesn't mean only buy or sell. That means you can buy and you can sell, but the buys or the sells, depending on the bias, are going to be better, right? All right, you guys, let me know in the chat box, how are you feeling? Are you ready for this week? Because November is coming and it's honestly one of the best months for the stock market since the 1950s, you guys. So we're not playing around. We need to be on top of our game right now. Okay, so what else about Bitcoin? Well, there was a 200 moving averages over here. We have bearish engulfing, we have bullish engulfing. Finally, the bullish followed through quite nicely. So this is where we are today, right? This is where we are today. Now, Ethereum, absolutely outstanding performance. Again, the exact same thing. We were reaccumulating from our support zone at the wick retest and at the V-shape retest as well. That was the accumulation area for Ethereum. Now, it's absolutely amazing that they managed to close the weekly the way they did. They closed the weekly exactly at around the true month open. So above our weekly support, right, slash resistance. That was our SR flip for Ethereum, 4,098, right, for ETH. So they managed to close the price above this level. Now, this is the most important because that is very, very bullish for Ethereum. So for me, honestly, even if we start retracing here, 4,000, 4,100 on ETH are... whose day? Heavenly. Hello, Heavenly, welcome. So they would be the buyers or the sellers or the market makers, whoever pushes the market, right? That is they, because we, the retail, we are not pushing the market. We don't have the capacity to do that. All right. Okay, cool. So, the thing is, right, I gave you the updates earlier today on Discord. And like I said, for anyone that's new here, you guys, most welcome. But one thing that you need to do is, let's have a look. All right, so we have 40 people watching, almost 40 people. Let's have a look how many likes we have. 23 likes. So we need to double the likes, right? I think we can totally do that. Hopefully this is not going to restart. But most importantly, good morning, good morning. Most importantly, you guys, like I said, the course is out. All right, the course is out. You have 40% off of the course. This is going to be only for a few more weeks, the 40%. Use code waitlist40, get your 40% off, get it for $200. It's very valuable, you guys, and you have access. It's not on a monthly basis, it's a one-time thing. The other thing is, if you want to go on Discord, this is the link down here for our community, right? Our community's Discord link is for free. And if you want to get your VIP role, you can. It's very easy. All you need to do is use my Pionix account. Send me your UID in a ticket on Discord. All of the instructions are on Discord, or with Bluffin, the exact same thing. This is how you can get your VIP access for free on Discord. And again, 40% on the course, you guys. Highly recommend you do that. Okay, it's very valuable. Anyone who's got the course so far, I think we have over 20 people, whatever, they're just like, wow, Gabby, this is just incredible. So yeah, and they're already asking for part 2, by the way, which is insane. I'm like, it took me 3 months to do that. I don't know about part 2 right now, but we'll do that for sure. But I need some time. Okay, so ETH, right? ETH. So currently, right now, I think it's very clear that price might actually retrace up to this high, 4,200. Do we have liquidity actually here? Let's see. So we've just taken this liquidity up here, 1 hour time frame. Let's see, did I see the bottom as well as liquidity down here? Okay, that's 1 hour time frame. Let's see the 12-hour. I think, yeah, I think for ETH, again, same case. Currently now we're at a daily resistance. As you can see, this is the resistance that was developed in September, right? Beginning of September. So that level over here, again, this is with my trading indicators. Go and grab them in the description box. Hit the like and definitely get the course. It's super informative, easy to follow, and help you to make some gains for sure. Ken, for sure. I'm so glad you got it, mate. So yeah, as you can see, the resistance is very clear from beginning of September. So we're probably going to drop down from here, which is still going to be bullish. So for me, right, we're hoping for here, if Ethereum is really strong, and by the way, Ethereum should be stronger than Bitcoin, because that's what that is what the technicals are saying. Ethereum should be giving more gains than Bitcoin from now on when price starts moving. Now the idea is, from here on, are we going to hold $4,000, or are we going to jump back and retest again our levels? This time maybe 3,892 I think would be a good level if the 4,000 doesn't hold, but the 4,000 is a level definitely that I'll be watching for sure. Okay, but ETH is it looks very good, right? It's finally catching a bit. If we're looking at ETH BTC, same thing. We were hoping for our structure to hold over here, which it did. We have the balanced price action here. Even though technicals don't work that well on ETH BTC, we're seeing some momentum, and I would like for this to continue definitely. All right, on ETH BTC. And when you see Bitcoin dominance as well, I think I saw it earlier. Literally the same thing that you're looking at with ETH BTC, but like on the reverse, you have balanced price action as well over here, and that is where ETH BTC is rejecting right now. So you saw what happened with ETH BTC, and now you're seeing similar thing with Bitcoin dominance. So if we manage to drop down from here, this is going to be finally very, very good for alts. Yeah, this is what we need to see happening, because we do have a massive sell wall over here. I don't know, maybe they want to run Bitcoin again one more time. This is still possible, but if you look at the levels on Bitcoin dominance historically, right? If you look at the levels, you can see that even with the liquidation week, they've managed to hold price below important levels, right? As you can see, 61, right? It used to be support slashed into resistance over here, rejected one time back in the days, and then you have September 18th rejection again, May 2019 rejection again, turned into support. So it's a very, very important level, and here lost again 2021. So yeah, if we're looking at history, this is very important level. And also, if you open Bitcoin dominance, you guys know exactly the moment where range model theory played out for Bitcoin dominance on a higher time frame. This was at 65.5 level. This is the exact range model theory level. If you're on the course, you have idea about what am I talking. If you're not, you probably don't. But this was the level, right? This was the exact moment. On that was June, right? End of June over here. That was when we topped. Okay. But again, 62, 61.9, 62 Bitcoin dominance, historical level. So it's nice that we closed below it. This is all I'm saying. Good morning, King Tony. Hello, Crypto Love. Yes, you guys, so happy to see you. Let me know. I think one person requested for APT. So put any altcoins that you have in the chat box right now live here, so we can go ahead and review it. All right. So let's see what the weekly close was yesterday on Sol. All right, slightly below 200, still perfect, right? Still perfect. Again, our zones combined, and like just all is in sync, right? This is what's important. The zones for Solana, the zones for Bitcoin, the zones for ETH, they were all in sync. And this was the zone for Solana, really. It was between 184.66 and 187.50. And as you can see, weekly closes above it. The week before, last week, we managed to hold this area. We protect, the buyers are protecting the area. That is very, very important. So for me, Sol is looking good here as well. So next stop, at least 214 for here. If we start dropping this week, same thing. You're looking to hold at around 190. 190 as level would be good to hold over here, and then you want to just send that thing up as well. Look at mix. Okay, so all right, let's look at APT real quick. BNB, do we need to mention, by the way, before we go, CZ was pardoned. I mean, I don't even know if this thing is going to run below our threshold ever again. I don't think that's going to be the case. So yeah, BNB, very bullish on BNB. You have the supports, you have the resistances here that I've put on for you. So 1.1K support for BNB. And then if everything goes to hell, 1030, but I don't even think we're going to go back down to that level, to be fair. Okay, so we have APT and pump that we're gonna look at. Let's see. Yeah, so APT is holding nicely, right? This was our level for APT, you guys. If you're watching the live streams, you are ahead of the game, I'm telling you. Like, I'm not a person to go and be like, oh my God, I said it all. I did this, I did that. No, but if you are here, you're good, right? You're good. Cool, so that was the APT's level. It's moving nicely actually on the 12-hour time frame. Confirmation bullish for sure. I'm gonna start putting bets on this because this is a confirmation. This close over here on the 12-hour time frame, I'm happy with it. 12 hours is good enough. On the daily, you need to wait a little bit more. Like on the daily, you need at least 3.9. right? So if you're more conservative, you're going to go ahead and be like, okay, at least 3.9, at least 3.9. And if you're mega giga conservative, then you want for this to come and close above all the resistances at around $5, $5.2, right? So $5.2 if you're mega giga conservative. If you're not, you probably can catch a bit as of now, right? Hoping for $3, right? 3.2, anything between 308 and 3.2 to hold, right? Make sure to hit the like. I'm gonna check how many likes we have. All right, we're 50 people now live, so that means we need to have at least 50 likes. Okay, let's have a look and see. We need 20 more likes, you guys. 20 more likes on this video right now. And again, like I said, make sure to go and get the course, 40% off, lifetime access for the course. It's the best thing you can do, I promise you, okay? Just go ahead and do it. Code is waitlist40, and I'm gonna stop it in a few weeks from now, and then you're done. That's it. And then the Discord, make sure to join Discord because we have an amazing community with amazing traders. They do everything. They trade stocks, they trade crypto, whatever you can think of, you guys. DGen section, we have it all. So if you want the VIP access over there, the instructions are you can get it with Pionex registration. Just send me your UID on Discord or Bluffin, because these are the partners I have, and personally I trade on Bluffin entirely and solely, and Pionex is just an amazing add-on for us, guys, and they're giving us free money, right? They have 3 stackable bonuses. You get $50 just by registering, and then you get like $200 more or more depending on how you're trading or depositing, stackable, right? For like if you open a trade for $100, a grid bot. All right, so APT, this is what we're looking at, right? There is some potential areas here on the 4-hour time frame, right, that I might want to start reaccumulating around $3.3 on APT. Let's look at pump. Oh, why did I have to do this? Hold on, pump. Yeah, same thing, right? This was our sort of idea for pump. This was our range. This is what we wanted to see happening over here. It's very nice. So, okay, the case about pump right now is you can potentially construct a trading plan over here. Again, it's going to be very risky just because of what happened with the market and how the market's been acting for after this liquidation. It's very difficult to create a constructive trading plan on the alts. However, right over here, maybe you do have a case to wait for price to drop back down to 00418, and then maybe open a trading bot on Pionex with like 3x leverage and maybe 150, 200 grids, and start accumulating positions on like 3x leverage or something over here. That is going to be something that I can do for pump, because for me, if this is real, if we hold nicely, the next stop should be 6391 for pump, right? We need to close above that level. If you're mega giga conservative, you're gonna have to wait for that level, okay? And that level, regardless if bullish or bearish, it needs to be retested, right? There could be a case of this level retesting and then rejecting again. That absolutely can be the case, right? And then we have GGB, which for some reason is just next to my pump over here. So yeah, GGB again, one thing I'm looking forward to, actually. GGB is something that I like just because of the fact that we have so much liquidity stacked here on a daily time frame, right? So you're looking at 0.022, that's nice. Immediate liquidity at 0.01061, right? Make a screenshot if you want, but look at it. This thing has a potential to run up to 0.08 approximately, right? So that's quite nice. Okay, that's quite nice. So what did we say over here? So this is pretty much the levels here on the daily. Closing above it, that's nice, right? But we've done it once before, right? We did have a close above here, then we retested, we tried, we failed again, and now we're back at it. So it needs a little bit more time, in my opinion. This definitely needs a little bit more time. But the good thing is, right, on a higher time frame, on a weekly time frame, you do have the double liquidity for GDP. So, you know, at the very least, you can even get 0.02216, as you can consider it also as an immediate, sort of like on the higher time frame, on the weekly time frame. Okay. So yeah, this level can be retested. So the bottom, if you make a screenshot, and I'm going to move exactly the level down here, which is 0.00498. This level could be retested on a higher time frame, on a weekly. So depending on how price moves this week, next week, the level could be retested for then to be confirmed as support, and then price continues because it has work to do up here. All right. Mix, yes, absolutely. Let's have a look at mix as well. Down 7.4% on the day. Doesn't look that amazing. The drop was straight into support down here. Basically, this was the formation you're looking at. Again, you guys, these are only with my indicators. You can't get this anywhere else, okay? So go ahead and grab the indicators. They're super, super cheap, developed with the trading view of indicators, which is Lux Algo. So go ahead and check them. But anyway, this is the formation that needed to hold on MYX, right? It's in between 0.939 and then 1.2. We had a breaker block as well here, closing above that. That's nice. And then we're just hanging around within this area, which is pretty much the break over here that happened from way before. So you're trying to hold this area. Let's see if we can continue hold it. So you're gonna have one support around here between 2.14 and then 1.78. So in a case of a drop, I'd be considering this area as a good holding area, as well as, of course, this formation from before on the 12-hour 1.3 looks good as well. 1.3 looks good, definitely. Yeah, for sure. 1.7, this area, make a screenshot if you want. I'll just mark it here for the levels. And then 12-hour time frame is giving a little bit more clues, right? It's giving a little bit more clues. So we have this block, and then we have these two areas as a very, very, you know, final areas, sort of. Hi, Gabby. How about BGB? So that's the BitGet thing. I mean, this is not bad on a daily. This is not bad. So for this sort of formation, let's first evaluate the weekly. It's pretty much holding the 4.2, which is good. I like to see that. But again, this is just this type of situation, and I teach that in the course, right? So if this is really, really strong, but I don't know how exchanges are gonna do, honestly, because of this liquidation, they're all struggling. People are staying away. So if this holds, usually the best thing I do in these sort of scenarios, if this is real, if this is going to be a case of continuation, I like to position myself at the lower side of the range for a potential second leg up. If this is a real initiative structure, that's the best thing I can do. So yeah, the support over here is at 4.197. So this is the one that I want to look at the moment, and then targeting at the very least 5.8. I think that's a good one. 5.8 will be one target that seems good, but again, it seems highly likely that the low can be retargeted, because look, double liquidity formation, you have it here, is already taken. So the level might be retested actually at 4.2. So I'm not going to keep that. You know, I think you should keep that in mind, that it is potential to happen. Again, how many likes do we have over here, you guys? I'm checking again, because we have, again, over 50 people. So we need to have 50 likes at least. I don't know, one day we suddenly had like 100 likes out of nowhere. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so we need 9 more likes. Okay, I think we can do it. 9 more likes. Again, you guys, make sure to come on Discord, right, and claim your VIP role. You're not gonna regret it. I do my daily updates on Discord every day, and if you get the course, you will get direct access to ask me questions on anything you have you don't understand on the course, which we've been doing for the week since I released it. People love it. People leave amazing reviews. Go ahead, check the reviews. It's a one-time fee and you get 40% off. So make sure you do it. And don't forget to come on Discord and get your VIP role with Pionex. Especially Pionex is going to give you 3 stackable bonuses. Just for registering, you can get up to $300 if you place a trade as well. Okay, so BGB. Yeah, you guys, it looks like it's going to be retested. If not, probably then the daily structure is going to hold, but again, even if it holds, 4.3 should be retested. So yeah, this is a bit wait and see over here, right? But then maybe some orders at around the support, and that's it. Plum or plume, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know I've seen that. Is that new or something? What is that? Okay, so from what I'm seeing, not too much price to go off of. You can't really, where are you going to put your stop loss? I don't know. It seems very weird if you know, start trading over here in this, like, I don't know. For me, at least a close above 0.10384. This is what I'll probably be waiting for to happen before I do anything, and then I'll be targeting this high over here, 0.14. That's it. Everything else, it seems new, right? So it's not gonna be secure enough. STO. Wow, look at that perfect tap into the double formation here. Okay. Wow, this is pretty. I like to see stuff like that. Even though it's double liquidity formation, the top is always going to be you know, support SR flip like always, right? Okay, cool. So that was nice. Did we make new highs here? We did. So how are you essentially going to construct a trading plan over here? Well, you can't really, right? You can't really. So this is not something I can, you know, the best thing you can do, no, I don't even think, right? You have to wait. You have to wait for price to break 0.22, and then potentially maybe you can look at it, but right now, not really. Sui, 4 hour just looks as bad as everything else. Yeah, Sui hasn't done much yet, to be honest. It hasn't proven to me yet. For Sui, I have my alarm sets. Like, I need levels to break first before I do anything, right? We spoke about Sui before. We reached very, very extreme levels for Sui. It still has a potential for $4.3 for sure. But constructing a trading plan here, maybe if you're trading off of the support and resistances only, down here, which was at 2.28, right? 2.28, we've had that support for a while now. 2.28, that level, if you entered here long, happy days. Can it be retested? Absolutely. Maybe second entry, potentially. But you haven't broken even the 12-hour resistance. You haven't broken the 0.5. So, you know, as long as it trades below 2.8, for me, it's a risk, right? And if I'm a super degen, maybe I can consider trading from this area down here, which is 2.28. But again, where are you going to put your stop loss? So yeah, for that reason, that's why the bots, and like I said, Pionex, you guys go ahead and check out Pionex, because you can open so many trading grid bots on 3x leverage, and you're going to get deposit bonuses, $50 just for registering. And then if you deposit 100, you're going to get 100. And then if you open a trade, a grid bot, right, futures grid bot with $100 or more, you are going to get $100 more. So it's pretty awesome. That's why I say low leverage, because here it's very hard to construct a trading plan on Sui. Do I get VIP if I buy the course, Moria? Yes, you do. It's going to be only for a month and something. If you get the course, you will have the VIP for, I think, over a month or something. All right. So yeah, you guys, are we on the same page today for Bitcoin? We wait, and then tomorrow's stream is very important, so I highly suggest you guys are here. Make sure to like this video, make sure to come on Discord if you haven't, get your VIP role for free with the registrations here. Check the course, get your 40% off, and I will see you guys tomorrow after we have the true week open, because that's going to be most important for our weekly bias formation. You guys are most welcome, and I hope you have a great day. See you tomorrow.